knocked out. I reckon a real chance now.
Ricky O'Toole to the forward line. It's exactly what Dale asked for.
Into the pocket.
He'll get 3 in the first quarter. You watch this.
Is it just me, or as he continues to put extra strapping on that knee?
He reckons there's no problem with it.
Well, why does he keep strapping it?
Oh, he just wants to make sure.
Start of the first term, first semi-final. Inverleigh and East Geelong live and exclusive on 94.7 The Pulse. And Hybans and Bolton go up. And Bolton gets it down straight away towards Andrew Chalice. Callum Stevens gets the first kick over the head of Ricky O'Toole. Cations is there at 50. Got a push in the back. The umpire said play on. And he'll have to come in and do a bit of work now to Central. So it'll be ball up 50 out from the East Geelong goal attacking the southern end. In this first term, you can hear the breeze in the in our microphone here. It's pretty windy. Now the Eagles from 70 out, they go towards Trotter on a lead, put a hand up, couldn't take the mark. Front and centre was sharp, but he couldn't take it with him. Marchini with the clearing kick towards the centre wing. Warwick and me, and that's going to be a good match up as well. The two young guns on centre wing. And the Hawks try and get the handball free. They came back towards Mays. He's wrapped up. Oh, Reese threw him into the ground. Umpire says play on. Ball spills free. Comes back to Warwick. He's wrapped up over the shoulder, said the umpire. Free kick, centre wing out of side. Eagles to take it. Chris Warwick will take the free kick. He chips the ball out wide. It's okay. Stevens takes the mark. He just chips the ball further afield. Parker can't take the mark, falls over, needs to get up quickly, gives it away to Reese by hand. He gets around 1, gets around 2, didn't get around the third though. There's the first punts of the day and advantage. So back in the middle to the Hawks, 2 on 1. They've got the numbers if it sits for them. Handball came back up towards Lowe. He got a high tackle. The umpire said play on. And still at centre half forward for East. They break away. Bowman runs through. Right foot kick back in the team this week. Good start. No, he's just missed and through. 4-1 behind to the Eagles.
He's wearing 21
He's
too.
wearing 21, Ben Bowman. So 2 minutes played, first term. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 1 behind to East Geelong. Inverleigh yet to score.
Alex Cation goes wide, finds Mick Rosdanowski on the back pocket area, and he's taken a mark for Inverleigh. So I reckon they'll play most of that side this quarter. They'll be the defensive side. East Geelong will look to switch. Kick wasn't good, brought it back inside. Mark not taken by East Geelong, hands and knees, went back to Mays. Mays is also on his hands and knees. Needs to get the ball out. Umpire stands around, is watching, is waiting for the ball to come out. He's let it go a long time. And he's going to come in now and take possession of the ball. So outside the forward 50 for East Geelong. Hybans doing the ruck work. Bolton's there. Tapped down to Muir. Had the possession. Needs to pick it up. Did so. Got out of the contest. Got boot the ball. Went wide. Back towards the boundary line. Leading the race for the ball's Filet. Has the ball in front of him. He's taken over the boundary line. Ball comes back between his legs though. And it's going to be forced over now by a number of players, and it will be a thrown in between centre wing and half forward. East Geelong's attacking into the ground, which is the Buckley's Entertainment Centre end. So the ball thrown back in. Breeze quite strong out there. Reese over the back. There's a hold by the umpire says, and it's going to go to Hybans.
Had his arm was there.
Actually, it's not. It's going to Hutchinson. So I'm not too sure who had hold of him. But it's Hutchinson now with the ball on the defensive end for Inverleigh. Going to load up now and go long, although he changed his mind, chips the ball back inside to Hybans, who's made good position, has the ball, has a running player and Nathan Mays going past, little kick round his corner was no good, was able to find Robbie Lowe. He picks the ball up, handballs back over the top, missed the target. Gerard running back with the ball now, picks it up, and on his left side he comes out wide, has a player out there, and Grozdanowski, and that's Dan, and he takes the mark. So Dan Grozdanowski with the ball, looks back inside. Low, ball kick, again, turns the ball over, Chalice picks up, this is where he's dangerous, he's a good user, goes out wide towards Trotter, got to the ball, put it down, picked up by Roosler, got through the contest, Marsh threw the ball out, he did throw the ball out, picked up by Grozdanowski, he's got the ball, goes back to Roosler once again, and this time I think he missed the first one, yeah, of course it was. Missed the first, got the second one. So Marsh now with the ball, goes quickly into the forward line. Leading player is Jones. He overruns it, runs through the contest, and will run over the boundary line, the forward pocket, and be out of bounds.
No doubt, hey, square up in terms of throwing the ball.
So Robbie McHenry looks like he's going to run with Lockie Sponner for the day. Umpire throws the ball back into play. Graham doing the ruck work. Could have taken it himself, picked the ball up and put it down. McHenry head over the ball, taken down in the contest. Ball spills out, runs back towards the boundary line again. It's over the boundary line. Another throw will take place. So we've gone 4.5 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment first quarter scoreboard. East Geelong are 1 behind. Inverleigh are yet to score.
So Bandry throw in, deep into the Eagles attack. Graham and Hybans. Oh, Bandry Umpire throws it straight up in the air. She'll have to do a bit more work there.
Well, got herself squashed then.
She did. So,
Got all the techniques. That's a better one.
another throw in. Ivans takes it out of the ruck contest. That's dropping the footy.
Yep.
So you can't take it out of the ruck contest and not get rid of it in time. Incorrect disposal. Hayden Graham will take the free kick from 35 out, 45-degree angle. Chance for the Eagles first this afternoon. So Hayden Graham, as we said, had a good game last week for the Eagles against Winch. Comes in, southern end of the ground. Hyman stands the mark, and I think he's missed it. Through for one behind.
A little bit of wasted opportunity because they've had 2 chances at it, and Inverleigh's probably ball use hasn't been great. So we said earlier that they had to take their early opportunities with this win.
East Geelong 2 behinds. Inverleigh yet to score. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 6 minutes played.
Gone down to the netball courts, that ball.
Yeah, that would have gone a fair way.
He certainly got onto it.
So Cations now with the ball. He's going to do the kicking in duties again. He goes out wide and outside 50 in front of Cherney. Ball comes to the back, picked up by Graham. Handball comes over the top. Went back towards the forward pocket. Ricky O'Toole's there. Ruzler also. He's taken, kicks the ball, and and it runs towards the boundary line.
Is that not dropping the ball?
I think it hit his boot. That was anything that saved him.
Very lucky.
So in the forward pocket, the ball to be thrown back in. Hybens and also Graham doing the ruck work, taken out of the ruck contest, picked up. Held the play on now. Cheney has the ball, was looking for the running past player, didn't use him, and kicked back to the half-back line. Warwick come up, had the ball but lost it. Goes in the hands of Logue, who now puts the ball back into the middle of the ground. Lockie Perrott leads in the race for the ball, got about bounds. McHenry taps the ball further afield, tries to run onto it, had it, lost it, went back, picked up there by Perrott, and he goes into the half-forward line. Went looking for Gerard. Kick wasn't good, should have marked that ball. Priddle first to get back onto the ball. Handball goes up, hit Smith. Smith goes wider, hit Watson. Watson bursts through the contest, kicks out wide, looking for Josh Reese. He leads in the race for the ball, just got to keep it in the field of play and does so. Steadies himself on centre wing, turns, goes long to the half-forward line. Good kick, but just missed his target, went over the top of Parker, running towards the boundary line. He's going to get a favourable bounce, comes back on his left foot, goes towards the goal square, over the top. It's going to be a player race, and I don't think the players are going to be content to see it run through for a minor score. And that's the third behind now to East Geelong. Inverleigh yet to score, 7.5 minutes gone, first quarter.
Cations kicks it in quick to Mick Grosdanovsky. Runs through defensive 50, tries to measure the pass towards half-back and towards Perrott. Doesn't sit for him, no. Lockie Spiner. Left foot kick back towards the 50. Ricky O'Toole got a couple against him. Shuffles the handball out to Jones. Steadies with the right foot. Hasn't brought it back far enough and misses to the far side and through for one behind. So they go to 4 behinds. East Geelong. And they lead Inverleigh yet to score. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes played. Cations again with a kicking in. They just can't seem to get it past centre wing here, can they?
That's it, mate.
Inverleigh.
The wind's playing a part.
It is.
But so is their skills in their kicking.
And that is correct.
Cations likes to go to the outer side. Oh, I think he's kicked into the car park, and that's run away. Nobody can touch that before it's out, so it's on the full. So Luke Parker will take the free kick. He chips the ball back inboard to Ricky O'Toole, who'll shoot for goal from 40 out. Won't have any trouble with the distance. It'll be a question of accuracy. So the coach has the football. Can he put the first on the board for the Eagles? Comes in. Right foot kick. Goal umpire has not moved. Straight over his head, right through the middle for a goal. So Ricky O'Toole puts the first major on the board this afternoon for East. 1-4-10. They lead Inverleigh yet to score. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 9 minutes played.
We've intimated it a couple of times, throughout the call that the wind is definitely playing a factor. But Inverleigh's passing coming out off the half-back line, their kicks just aren't going to target. They're trying to measure kicks as opposed to kicking through the footy, and they're paying for the mistakes. And I think East's pressure has come out. Their pressure is much higher than the Hawks as well.
Just a different feel today, isn't it, to yesterday? It's just a
Yes.
different feel.
So ball back in the middle of the ground. Bolton up early, gets tapped down with Hybans, goes into the half-forward line, picked up by Sponner. And he's taken now in the contest. Actually, it's not even Sponner's got the ball, has it? He's out the back. It was Luke Parker that was trying to force his way through. The ball will be another ball up just outside that centre circle. Hybans and also Bolton. Again, Hybans just taps the ball to Muir. Little handball out the side, went towards Hamer, and Hamer now kicks the ball into the half-forward line, leading out Gerard. Priddle does well, makes up good ground. Meehan can't pick the ball up. Gerard went back and collected it. Picked to Mays. Mays quick on the boot. Into the forward line, coming out. Mark not taken there by Lowe. Picked up by Chamberlain. Kicked it to Jimmy Hybans. Hybans steps off a one step and kicks the goal. So the big fella puts himself on the scoreboard this afternoon. And Inverleigh have now got there first. So Inverleigh to 1 goal straight. They trail East Geelong on 1 goal for 10.5 minutes gone. First quarter. Buckers Entertainment. First quarter scoreboard.
That was something we tipped before the game, that Bolton would have to go with Hybans. So he's got 2 tap-outs in that period of play. Then he's run forward, got himself involved, and Bolton's probably 20 yards off him, I think, when he picked the ball up. So he's going to have to stick with him, particularly when the wind turns and he's going to be going forward like that.
So back to the middle. Quick reply by Inverleigh. Back to 4 points the difference. Hutchinson's got the job on Chalice by the looks of it. Hybans goes up. Bolton gets it down. Mays comes off the wing. Back end of the centre circle. Goes to the right foot kick. No mark. Push, said the umpire, I think. So Perrott will take the free kick for Inverleigh. Plays on now. Left foot kick long towards Grundle, who goes up one hand. Can't take the mark. Through traffic, Priddle. Handball. Missed the target. Warwick. Gets some support from Chamberlain. Got some time at half back. Chips the ball to Parker. Is okay. Takes it. That true half-back flank. Northern end of the ground for East Geelong. Plays on now. Left foot long kick as long as he can go. Over the head of Bolton. Sponner. Oh, falls into his arms. He doesn't take the mark. Bolton through the middle. Sponner again. Hands it back towards Kane Marsh. His handball further afield to Bolton. Close to the boundary line. 55 out. Back to towards the leader Jones, who goes up. Can't take the mark. Off the front of the pack. Grobstanovsky. Left foot kick. Out of bounds on the full, is it? Or Bolton can take the mark. Hybans comes in. Couldn't. Dylan O'Toole. Scrubby sort of kick. Grobstanovsky again. Short little kick. Hybans does pretty well to pick it up and give it away. Grobstanovsky followed it up. Hutchinson's there as well. Defensive 50. Right on the boundary line. Bit of candy. Gets around 1. Doesn't get around 2 though. And then throws the ball out and will be a boundary throw in. So throw in. Eagles into attack. Mays is having a crack at Chalice now. So they are certainly helping each other out in Inverleigh with Andrew Chalice, the Whitley medalist. Bolton, Hybans, neither get an effective tack. Back of the pack, handball came towards Brown. His handball to Mays was good. Cross half back, runs away from Graham. Right foot kick, spears it towards half forward, but Parker's there for East Geelong. Chips the ball to Graham in the middle by himself. Got some space, takes a bounce, measures it now. Left foot kick long towards to Jones. Trotter used the body, couldn't take the mark. His second effort was okay. Dylan O'Toole's there as well. Tries to push Roosler off the football. He gets it away to Trotter again by hand. He tries to give back. Oh, he's dropped the footy. Umpire said play on. Dylan O'Toole through the middle. He got a high tackle. The umpire said play on. Roosler wants to see it over the boundary line. Sharp keeps it in. Okay, 2 to Jones. 40 out. Right foot kick.
That's a great goal.
Kicks that goal. Can't kick him from in front, but they can kick him from the boundary line. Tyler Jones kicks his first. Second for East. 2-4-16. They lead Inverleigh 1 straight 6. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 13.5 minute play.
That is modern footy. You can kick them from pockets and on angles and anywhere you like. But go straight in front, we've got all sorts of trouble. Just back half a passage in that play, I really like what Graham did there. He was the chaser through the middle, put significant pressure on that caused the turnover at half forward, half back on Inverleigh, which allowed them to come forward. And then he was the one that received the half forward kick. So that was really well done by him.
Back with the umpire in the middle of the ground. Again, Hybans and also this time Chapman. Hybans up over the top, tapped it to himself. Little kick going forward. Look for good little tap up there by Hamer. Went to Filet. Filet goes back to Hamer, and Hamer works in the ball into the forward line. Coming out, Nichols. Dalton Grundle was in his road. Picked up there by Muir. His kick is smothered. Good smother. Good work there defensively from the East Geelong boys. Warwick was one of those players. Goes in and chases it up again. He's on his hands and knees. Warwick handball goes over the top. Goes back to Watson. Watson picks the ball up. kicks round his body and goes to find Josh Reese on centre wing. Good kick. The running player Chalice didn't use him, decides to use it himself. Kicks into Hybens, who's standing the mark. Hybens can pick the ball up, taps it along the ground, picked up there by Filet. Handball goes back out towards Hybens. He stops, kicks out wide, went looking for to try and find Mays. It was intercepted there by Warwick from East Geelong, so he now takes a bounce, looking for some players to come to him or against him, and he kicks the ball long. And it's going to be out in front there. I'm not too sure who that player is out there, but Poynton, is it? So he kicks the ball. No, dart kick. Couldn't be taken there by Jones. Handball goes off to Ricky O'Toole, goes back to Poynton, steadies himself, has Trotter over the top, sees him run to the goal square. Clayton Trotter kicks the goal. Good play, East Geelong. They're 3 goals 4. They lead Inverleigh, who are 1 goal straight. 15 minutes gone. First quarter. Buckley's Entertainment first quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, impressive play by East Geelong. Good running, good carry of the ball by Poynton in particular. The coach involved, and the other old head in Clayton Trotter, but they transitioned that from halfback very, very quickly.
15 and a half minutes played, first term, and good start by the Eagles with the breeze. They're worth 3 or 4, Andrew?
At least.
At least, yeah.
I'd say, yeah, let's call it 4 at least.
Yep. So good start. The old heads in the forward line, Ricky O'Toole, Clayton Trotter, having some influence. Kane Marsh. Got some age and experience down there, haven't they? The 3 of them down there. And they've started well.
Ricky's got to kick 2 more, though, for Whale to be right. It's very important. So
he gave one off there with an assist there.
And an assist. We'll just go and start talking to Grubby about how you were right.
Hybens and Bolton. Bolton goes up early. Hybens gets it down. Priddle roves in the middle. Left foot kick around the corner. Graham at centre half forward. Or leaves it for Chalice to run to it. Danger. 45 and closing right foot kick. The Whitley medalist puts it down if you don't mind. Kicks his first. 4th for East Geelong. They go to 4-4-28. They lead Inverleigh 1 straight 6. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 16 and a half minutes played.
Memo stating the bleeding obvious. You can't let him alone like that.
Note to Inverleigh. Don't let him do it.
Don't do that again, because he has just picked that up. He's put on the afterburners in the space of about 5 metres. He was 15 metres away. It makes no sense, but by God, he's a quick man. Yes, and that was the call that's just come out from the runner. He said exactly that. Make sure Maisie's aware of that.
Yeah, but you can be aware of it. You've got to stop it.
You've got to be able to catch it.
That's
Blood
right.
rule.
Inverleigh just placing another man behind the ball at the moment. Filet's gone back.
Hybens coming off with the blood rule. Going to go through the gates, Jimmy.
So Rob Chamberlain's going to come up and be a loose man up here as well. So that's good coaching by East. Going to have to either go and engage him, or Rob Chamberlain's going to be spare out there. I like that. Don't leave him behind. They've got the win, so they might as well use it. East Geelong.
Spare forward line. Wow.
You'll have to go and pick him up. So they're playing a 7-man forward line now, East.
So Andy Walsh up over the top, gets the ball down only as far as the contest there, and it's Stevens who was taken in a tackle by Willie Homer. Players get to their feet. And again, Walsh will do the ruck work. He's in there against Chapman. Ball comes out. Picked up, although had it, then put it down again. Get back and collect it again. Was taken a little bit high. The umpire said it's been held up. And the umpire will come in again. He moved to some 10 metres from the middle of the ground. Inverleigh's way, but not too far. Contest again. Picked up. Chalice kicks the ball off the ground. Has the ball in front of himself now. Coming through. Picks it up cleanly. And takes a bounce. And he can continue to run if he wants to. Looks up. Sees the option in Jones. Goes in that direction. Good ball from behind by Grosdanowski. Rusler coming across. Picks the ball up. Went to Grosdanowski. Turns. Kicks back into the middle. Had to be a good kick. Filet doesn't take the mark. Running player is Dan Grosdanowski. And he goes to that player and he kicks into the middle of the ground. Had to be a good kick. Gerard needs to take the collection of the ball. It's a 2-on-3 situation. They need to hold it up. There's a free kick being given. And it's going to go to Ryan Gerard. So he's got himself involved up into the middle of the ground. Just looking for some options now. Decides to go longer. Brackley and also Dalton Grundles up over the back of the contest. Went towards Brackley. Picked it up. Handball goes over the top towards Meehan. Got a favourable bounce. Went on his left side. Into the forward line. Hit Nichols. And a good lead. And some good play there from young Casey Meehan. So Billy Nichols with an opportunity. Go back and kick Inverleigh second.
Good kick against this wind. Billy's a good kick, but it's going to be a very, very strong breeze.
Bit more cover in those trees would be nice, but I think he's won't be too far away. So Billy Nichols from in front of the scoreboard, trying to get Inverleigh's second goal of the quarter. Comes in. He's going across the face of goal. Reese is there and he takes the mark and play on if he wants to. He's been pushed out of the contest. Decided to go, but I think he'd already stopped, so the umpire's going to call him back. So it's going to come back now to Josh Reese in the back line. He has a player across the face of goal and he uses him now, Stevens chips a little further afield and has Robbie Chamberlain. He's got plenty of room to run now, can continue to run. He's taking a bounce, he looks up, looking for his option. Long kick going to the half-forward line. Hymans is back there, Parker over the back. Ball comes down, Graham taps it over the top, provides it for Priddle. Priddle gets through the contest, handballs up to Trotter. Trotter back to Graham and on his left side can nearly lob it to the goal square. Goes in that direction. Grozdanovsky read the flight of the ball well, bounces and will run out of bounce. Like it didn't pop back over the top, and it was going to be some danger there. Rico Toole must have been calling for it short, made the lead. A ball in, 10 metres around from behind post. Umpire Graham pushing himself into there now to do the ruck work. Reese over the top, goes back and has the ball, needs to get rid of it. Tried to work his way through the contest, ball comes out, picked up by Grozdanovsky. Now he's jumped on, and a free kick, says the umpire. And it's going to go to Dan Groz. Handball goes back to his brother. He now kicks the ball outside 50. Went looking for Muir. Kick had too much weight on it. Bowman comes up and takes the mark. So East Geelong with another opportunity to go forward. Just looking for some options. Comes out wide. Tyler Jones has led to the pocket. Ball's up. Oh, gee. Thought Tyler Jones had a bit of that, but McGroz was confident there. Took the ball. Umpire paid him the mark. So he's now got the ball deep in defence. And it's looking for some options further afield. Running play at the moment is going to be McHenry. Got to get there. Meehan's also
Good
there.
mark.
Good mark from young Casey Meehan. Nothing further afield. No one moving. So they need to provide some run. He's going to kick along the line now. Go towards centre wing. Kept the ball low. Went towards Nathan Mays. He takes the mark. Again, runners required. He goes high. I think he was looking for Jimmy Hybans there. Hybans is up in front. He takes the mark in front of Chapman. He turns and goes to the goal square. Nichols is going to be the target. Pushed out of it by Smith. Ball runs over the back. First player's back. Now there's a free kick, says the umpire.
Billy Nichols hold.
Was there much in it?
Yeah, no, it was a silly move. I'm trying to work out who it was.
Be Paul Smith playing on
No,
him.
no, it wasn't Paul Smith. It's the guy forward of him, little bloke.
Sharp.
Sharp it was. He's just sort of, was just a crude sort of, almost coat hanger. And just took him to the ground.
So Nichols has had one shot at goal. I'd be saying Billy kick to the left-hand post, let the ball do the work. That'd be my call. What about you? In swing, out swing?
Yeah, I think you're right. Just let it fade back in. Nice little Craig Parry left to right.
So from about 30 metres out, and not too bad a shot here from Nichols.
About there.
That's where it was. And he's found the accuracy now, Billy Nichols. He's got his second goal, his first goal of the afternoon, and the second now for Inverleigh. They move to 2 goals straight. They trail East Geelong over 4 goals 4, and we've gone 23 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment first quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, silly work by Sharp. It wasn't necessary. The ball, they had the players streaming back, so they didn't really need to do it. Great work for Inverleigh though by Casey Meehan, just in front of us back here. That was a strong mark that started that bit of play. And again, that man Hybans drifted forward and was the deliverer of the ball. So it'll be interesting when we get the wind going the other way, because there's only 2 goals in it, and it's a bigger breeze than that.
So the flag here is not doing anything, but over there.
The rooms are probably shouldering it a little bit this end.
Back to the middle, Bolton, Hybans. Hybans gets it down, tries to do his own roving work in the end. Hamer in the middle as well, working hard. Bolton goes back towards Muir. He gets it away to Hutchinson on that familiar left. Goes out wide to Meehan. Sits for him okay. Oh, he raffles it with Lockie Perrott. They nearly lose the raffle. Then Meehan gets it the outside torpedo punt with the right foot towards Mays. Left it behind at half forward. Through the other way, Stevens. Draws. Oh, Candy not like it. Goes from the centre wing towards half forward. Parker tries to put Grozdanovsky past the footy, but he got a hand to it. Daniel Grozdanovsky saw it over the boundary line. At half forward for the Eagles. 24 minutes played, first term. They've got the lead by 16 points, East Geelong. Boundary throw in favours Chamberlain to take it. Taps it to himself. Out in front of Hybans. Tries to get around the big fella. Close to the boundary line. Muir. Oh, he got one high. Joel Selwood got his head ripped off. Be careful, Josh Rees. You'll get the 50 as well, I suspect, for the late tackle.
Already going to give it.
He is. So coming back. Josh Rees trying to plead the case. I don't think there was much case. It's 50. So Dean Muir will bring it down towards centre wing.
Good from Muir. He needs to get involved. He's had one handball. This will be his first kick.
So half-back, in fact, he is. Measures the pass. Oh, East Geelong with the numbers again. No Marshes there. It was over the head of Perrott. He pushes it towards the safety of the boundary line. Sees it over. Centre wing. Boundary throw in. 4-4-28 East Geelong. Inverleigh 2 straight 12. Boundary throw in. Bolton gets it down. McLean over the top. Going towards Sponner. He gets it back to McLean. Off a step. Might be okay to Chamberlain. Has to turn around. Muir comes in. Does well defensively. Sees it over the line. Hurt his ankle too, I think, or his leg as he went down. But he gets up.
Croppy.
Yep. So in between wing and half forward for East Geelong. Throw in. Bolton works his way to the front. Reese. Handball. To supercharged Chalice, who runs through half forward. Doesn't sit for him, though. And the ball spills to Grosdanovsky. Priddle comes over and O'Toole as well there. Umpire. Is that a paunce? Oh, yes, I smell it. And there it is. Wasn't a very good one, though. He didn't take a lot of time. But he gave away the free kick, did Gros. And Dylan O'Toole, short little kick to Chamberlain, who is within his distance now, 50 out from goal. If he can use the breeze. Rob Chamberlain usually does the kicking in for East, and it is a thumping kick. So I would say the left-hand goalpost, Dale.
Yep.
Just work it in from there. He comes in about there. That's a pretty good
Great
kick.
goal.
Rob Chamberlain has put it through for his first of the afternoon, and the fifth for East Geelong. They go to 5-4-34. They lead Inverleigh 2 straight 12. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 26 and a half minutes played.
They've been under the pump, the Hawks' defence, but they were very, very lazy then. The free kick was given away, the holding the ball, and there was probably three blokes that didn't transition quickly enough, and you had both Chamberlain and Trotter screaming for the ball, sitting in that pocket where Chamberlain ultimately took the kick from. There was no one within 15, 20 metres of them, so they just did not transition back quick enough.
So back with the umpire now, middle of the ground. Hyman's doing the ruck work, and he's been in there unchanged most of the time. Walsh had 2 or 3 seconds in there, and the ball's picked up there, and a clearance again this time. Luke Priddle comes out of the middle of the ground, goes long, looking towards Parker. Grosdanovsky able to get a hand in again. Parker's going to be the first one back to pick the ball up. Gets away from the tackles, little kick round the body, goes into the half-forward line. Chalice made good ground, couldn't take the mark, picked up by O'Toole. Round the corner he goes.
There's the second for the while. There's the second.
And East Geelong to 6-4. They lead Inverleigh on 2 straight goals. 27 and a half minutes gone. First quarter, Buckley's Entertainment, first quarter scoreboard.
Well, we probably need to wait till half-time to get a true read on it. But at the moment, we talk about Inverleigh probably being, of the two, the better running side, but they're not showing it. East are running them out off their legs, particularly out of the middle of the ground. She's gone well into the netball stadium again. I think we might need a second ball.
Keys, they're winning the middle, aren't they? East, controlling it. Priddle, Reese, and Chalice.
Having said that, though, Hyman's is winning most of the
yes,
they're roving to
they're
him.
roving to him nicely. Back to the middle. Kind of throws the ball in the air. Hyman's goes up. Bolton gets a second tap to it. Graham comes off the line at half forward. Handballs it back to Bolton. Handballs it further afield to Bowman. Can give it to Chamberlain on his outboard. He elects to go with a kick, though. Measures it towards Trotter. It goes up. Can't take the mark off the back. Daniel Grosdanovsky can run through half-back for the Hawks and go towards centre wing. Sponner goes back with a fly to the footy, but can't take the mark, and Meehan can. Plays on quickly, tries to drill the pass towards half-forward. Perrott has to sit and wait, threw it away in the end. They've got the numbers so they can get it to Muir. Gerard can get around on the left foot. Go out wide with the kick. Free kick, said the umpire.
Downfield, was it?
Yeah, down the field after the kick from Gerard against Luke Priddle, so Hamer will take it. So Will Hamer centre wing for Inverleigh. 29 minutes played first term. Chips the ball up towards Grundle. Gives him no real chance. Sponner at the back. Measure the pass towards Graham. Good kick inboard. Warwick runs through the centre. He elects just to take the bounce. He should have kicked it to start with. Might end up okay to Warwick anyway, but Mann's right next to him. Strength from Warwick, though. Gets around on the left. Kick was partly smothered. Might be okay. Marsh left it behind, though. Need to put the hands down rather than the feet. Grobstanovsky gives it away quickly. Through the middle, Archini can run free and go with the right foot kick to half forward. Grundle, Priddle's there as well for East Geelong. Handball over the top to Stevens and Chalice. Watch out if he can pick it up. He can't. Mays is right next to him. He does well. He got rid of the football. Goes towards Gerard. He goes back with the little toe poke around the corner. Parrott kick goes for the safety of the boundary line at left half forward, and he finds it.
Well done by Mays then. Didn't let him away. Didn't let Chalice away.
6-4-40 East Geelong in the lead. 2 straight 12. 30 minutes played first term. Boundary throw in left half forward for Inverleigh. Reese gets the tap down. Hybens does the roving work, so that's the
reverse.
that's the reverse of
reverse
normal.
Malachi.
And Hybens sees it over the line for another boundary throw in. Still at half forward. For the Hawks, Bolton and Hybens. Hybens with the left fist down. Through the middle low. Breaks free somehow. Goes on the left. Goes towards the lead of Grundle, who takes the mark. 50 out from goal. Back towards the corridor. Billy on a lead. Good kick. Good kick, Dalton Grundle. And Billy didn't have to break stride. Billy Nichols, and took the mark and will shoot from 40 out directly in front. So, Billy Nichols, who's kicked one this afternoon already. Bring the margin back to 22. Close to siren time for quarter time. Comes in as the siren sounds. Nichols comes in, left foot kick, wobbly punt, doesn't really make the distance. I think it was punched through in the end for one behind. It was.